right, got a quick little video short. I had a subscriber watch the video, one of the videos on the rat rod here, and he's building something similar to it or whatnot, and he was wanting to know how my drivetrain set up for the unit. You know, I have the 40 series underneath it going to a pulley at the back, and he wanted an underside view of what it looked like and how it worked and all that good stuff. So you ask and we shall receive. So we're going to take the hoist. I'm going to get her up in the air. We'll get a view of the drivetrain assembly. Look at that. Popping that wheelie. All right. All right, so we got her lifted up in the air. Now we're going to crawl underneath here. Oh, boy. And show you what we got jogging down here. Okay. Let's see if we can show. Is this going to show? All right. So what we got here, this is a 40 series Comet torque converter from Go Power Sports. Fits right on the shaft. It's key weighed. I had to get my own longer bolt and washer and all that good stuff. But basically, got the 40 series and a big wide belt. Let me see if we can't get a little better angle here. This belt is pretty wide. Let's see. And I can see in relation to my thumb covers it. So it's a pretty wide belt. I think it's what they call a 7. I'm not sure. I don't want to mislead you, but it's a real wide belt. And basically what I had to do is I went from center crank position to the center pulley on the back, which I'll show you that in a second. And I got online and found just a random belt company. I think it was off eBay. And they had a chart where you could go from your center of the rear pulley, center of the crank, and you give them dimensions, front and rear, and they had a little chart to go by. But what I did, I had some other real long deck lawnmower belts that are really long, and basically I just wrapped it around here and kind of got a rough estimate, and then we looked at their chart to get the length I need. I don't have an idler or anything in between it. It's pretty tight, but it's, you know, runs off a torque converter. I still have the gears in the transmission. Now the pulley I have on the back, so if we can zoom in, we should shine this light on it. Okay, I don't know if that helps or not. You can kind of see this pulley was crazy. I found this pulley off of eBay. It was old and rusty, but it's got a set screw right here at the bottom. And if you can kind of look in the threads right here, I don't know if it shows or not, I'm trying to shine a light on it. The top sheave right here, actually you can screw it up or down, and then it's got a screw in the top where you actually lock it. So if you were using a real thin belt, you could screw this top pulley down. All it does is turn, comes down towards the bottom one if you're running a small belt. And the problem I was having trying to find a rear pulley is one, they were all real small. They didn't take this real wide of a belt. So I happened to find this on eBay, which worked out great. Same size shaft in the center. I could bolt it right to the transmission. It slid right on there with the keyway in it. But this adjustability is what I needed, and it worked perfect. So I have no idler pulley or nothing else. There's the belt tension there, you know. It's snug. It's not flopping or rubbing or anything. And then, of course, whenever you give her the old beans and the hot sauce, your torque converter closes in right here just like so, grabs the belt, and you're good to go. Just like a regular torque converter on a mini bike. Just a big, long, heavy-duty belt. And the belts were actually pretty cheap. I think this belt was like 18 bucks or something like that. I don't remember the name of the company. Like I said, it is Comet right there. 40 series, Go Power Sports. They keep these in stock, fix you up. And they have a driven if you needed to work on something like that. So, there you go. Ow, I just whacked my head. Dang it. So there we go. So that's how everything works. I do have this, the engine is, or the transmission is out of another old lawnmower, so it's a 5-speed with reverse. So I can still put it in like first gear if the grandkids want to ride on it. They can hold it to the floor, and it only does like, you know, 1 mile an hour. You get it up in 5th gear, and it takes off just fine in 5th gear. Just like a regular old centrifugal clutch, you just gas it and it goes. You know, it's not fast with that small pulley and, you know, this small converter, but I did not want it to go fast so the grandkids could play in it and not get hurt. But, so anyway, there you go. Hope this video helped you out. And we'll catch y'all next time. Thank y'all for taking the time to watch.